19 years ago, the NWO was formed. So 19 years ago, I was a teenager, early teens, 16, 17 years old. And I was, as a teenager, I seen some of the best years of wrestling. Nothing compared to what it is now. WCW back then, with the birth of the NWO, the birth of Hollywood Hulk Hogan, whether you like him or not, he gave birth to wrestling's second boom. Probably one of the greatest moments in wrestling history. The Outsiders. And this was what it was all about. Smashed the WWE and made wrestling a must-see every week. Remember, as a kid, flipping back, even before the NWO was formed, flipping back between Raw and Nitro. But then, obviously all good things come to an end. What killed? Where did it all go downhill after that short time later that the NWO was formed? Was it when the Wolfpack arrived? Some might argue that the Wolfpack was okay. Some might say that the real incident, the real killer of the WCW was that taser incident, followed by the finger poke of doom. Or some might say the real killer of WCW, NWO, was the Generation X. One might say that the NWO ushered in one of the greatest, the best eras in wrestling. Even to this day, people talk about the WCW WWE Monday Night Raws. Then it was led by the Attitude Era. But I just also wanted to add in this thing here. To everyone who thought Heenan ruined the moment by asking whose side Hogan was on. Just want to give you my thought. Keep in mind that Bobby was always mistrustful of Hogan. If he suddenly became this big pro-Hogan cheerleader, that would have been a dead giveaway that something was up. Him doubting Hogan's motives fit his character perfectly. One thing that doesn't get talked about much is that Bobby had a hatred of Hogan. His hatred came full circle that night. He spent all those years telling everyone what a phony Hogan was. On this night, he was right. Listen to him 19 years ago, towards the end of the show, when he repeatedly says, "See, what did I tell you? See, what did I tell you?" Birth of the NWO. Now, also want to throw this in. You might say, you might agree with me that his character was consistent. Was a better way to sell that moment was for him not to say anything in regards to Heenan? For casual fans and young kids that might not have dug as deep as maybe I have, you have to realize Heenan is staying in character, or even suspected Hogan might turn. That planted a unnecessary seed. Now, back then as a teenager, I remember watching and thinking, oh my God, he might turn. Because that didn't occur to me till Heenan said it. Remember, again, Heenan has been calling Hogan a phony even back in WWF days. Now, the rumor was, back when the NWO was going to be formed, that it was originally supposed to be Sting as the third man, but he didn't want to, or some other thing made him change it to Hogan, WCW Creative. Maybe it was Hogan probably utilizing his complete creative control clause. Who knows? But 19 years ago, NWO was formed and a new boom started.